must make up your mind definitely. There's no time to waste. The question is perfectly plain. Are you willing to let the land for bidders or no? Just one word. Yes or no. Just one word.
Who's smoking horrible cigars in here?
They built that railroad. It's made this place very handy. I went to town and had lunch. Red in the middle. Wish I could just go back and play the game.
You'll have time.
Just one word. Give me an answer.
Really?
I had a lot of money yesterday, but there's very little today. My poor buyer feeds everybody on milk soup just to save money. In the kitchen, the old people only get peas, and I just spend recklessly. They're all over the place. Permit me to pick them up. Please do, Asha. And why did I go and have lunch there? A horrid restaurant with bed and tablecloths smelling of soap. Why do you drink so much, Leon? Why do you eat so much? Why do you talk so much? Today again you talk too much. And it wasn't at all to the point about the 70s and about decadence. And to whom? Talking to the waiters about decadence.
Yes.
I can't be cured if that's obvious. Oh, what's the matter with you? Why do you keep wriggling about like that in front of me?
I can't listen to your voice without laughing.
Either she or I.
Go away, Ashley. Get out of this. I'll go at once. This minute.
That rich man to Rigging off is preparing to buy your estate. They say he'll come to the South himself.
Where did you hear that?
They say so in town.
Yeah, I've got artists promised to send us money, but we don't know when or how much.
How much would you say? 100,000 rubles? Or 2 perhaps?
I'd be glad of 10 or 15,000.
You must excuse my saying so, but you're the most unbusinesslike and peculiar people I've met. The estate will be sold, and you don't seem to care.
Well, what are we to do? Tell us. What?
I tell you every day. I say the same thing every day. Both the cherry orchard and the estate must be sold off, leased off the bidders, and at once. And you'll be safe. You have as much money as you want, and you'll be saved.
Villas and villa residents. It's so vulgar, excuse me.
I entirely agree.
I must cry or yell or faint. I can't stand it. You're too much for me. You old woman.
Oh, really?
Old woman.
No, don't go away. Do stop. Please. Perhaps we'll find some way out.
What's the good of trying to think?
Don't go away. It's nice when you're here. I keep on waiting as if something's going to happen. As if the house is going to collapse over our heads.
Double off the corner, straight down the middle.
You've been too sinful.
What sins have you committed?
They say I've eaten all my substance and the sugar candies.
Oh, my sins. I've always scattered about money without holding myself in, like a madwoman. And I married a husband who made nothing but debts. My husband died of champagne. He drank terribly. And to my misfortune, I fell in love with another man and went off with him. And just at that time, it was my first punishment. A blow that hit me right on the head. Here, in this river, my boy drowned. And I went away, quite away. Never to return, never to see this river again. I shut my eyes and I ran without thinking. But he ran after me, without pity, without respect. I bought a villa near Mentone. And for 3 years, I knew no rest either by day or night. The sick man wore me out. I sold right up. And last year, when they had sold the villa to pay off my debts, I went away to Paris. And there he robbed me of all I had, threw me over and went off with another woman. I tried to poison myself. It was so silly, so shameful. And suddenly, I longed to be back in Russia, my own land with my little girl. Lord, be merciful to me. Forgive me my sins, punish me no more. I had this today from Paris. He begs for my forgiveness. He implores me to return. Don't I hear music?
That's our Stone Jewish band. Here in number. 4 violins, a flute, and a double bass.
So it still exists? It'd be nice if they came along one evening.
Come here. The money with the Germans make a French of a Russian. I saw such an awfully funny thing at the theatre last night.
I'm quite sure it wasn't anything at all funny. You oughtn't to go see plays. You ought to go and look at yourself. What a grey life you lead. feel like you talk unnecessarily.
It's true. We live a city life. My father was a peasant, an idiot. He understood nothing. He was always drunk and he always used to stick on me. In point of fact, I'm thought of an idiot too. My handwriting's bad, so that I'm quite ashamed to write before people. Like a pig.
You ought to get married, my friend.
Yes, it's true.
Why not Aunt Viola? She's a nice girl.
Well, I don't mind.
She's quite homely in her ways. Works all day. And what matters most, she's in love with you. And you've liked her for quite a while.
Yes.
I'm offered a place in the bank. 6,000 rubles a year. Did you hear?
What's the matter with you? Stay where you are.
Please, put this on. It's cold.
You are a nuisance, old man.
It's all very well. You went away this morning without telling me.
How old you've grown, Piers?
I beg your pardon?
She says how old you've grown.
I've lived a long life. They were already getting ready to marry me before your father was born. When the emancipation came, I was already first valet. Only I didn't agree with the emancipation, and I remained with my people. I remember everybody was happy, and they didn't know why.
It was good for them in the old days. At any rate, you used to beat them.
Rather, the peasants kept their distance from the masters, and the masters kept their distance from the peasants. Now everything's old anyhow, and you can't understand anything.
Be quiet, Fierce. I've got to go to town tomorrow. I've been promised instruction to a general who may give a loan at a bill.
You won't pay your interest. Don't you worry.